This, guys, is my reptile room. All of my animals in one video.
Tell me like a Hellcat.
So welcome back to Northern Exotics, guys. In this channel, we talk all things reptile related. If that's something you're interested in, please consider subscribing. We've got over 20 different animals and we're going to show you them all in this video. Let's start with Now this flickering gets on everybody's nerves, but what I'm in the middle of doing is a heat bulb durability test. It's set up on a pulse proportional thermostat, and I'm running through a couple of different procedures and a couple of different heat bulbs just to find out what the most durable heat bulb is. That's why it's flashing. It's quite annoying. She's a boa constrictor, and to be fair, she's not actually finding it that hard to adjust to that. I mean, we are on day 500 nearly of this test, and she's not gone off food. She's not losing weight. She's doing perfectly fine at the minute, but that video will be coming out soon. So if you want to see that, make sure you click subscribe. But she is a 2.5-year-old common boa constrictor. Now, we were always told that she was a Guianan redtail, but as she's grown, as she's shed out, she really isn't showing Guianan redtail colours or anything. So we've come to the conclusion that she's a confirmed female. I've probed her. She is a confirmed female. She's a common boa constrictor, but she's got such a feisty personality. She loves the taste of meat, just like some of my other animals do. But that's Rosie. Let's move on to Hugo. This is Hugo. He's a 18-month-old Savannah monitor. In the UK, we call it a Bosque monitor, just simply because the person that brought them into Europe was called Louis Bosque. So he's been named after him, but it's still a Savannah monitor in anybody else's eyes. He has got such a personality. He's taming down really nicely, and check him out. Just absolutely perfect. He's absolutely nowhere near full grown. He's 18 months old. He's in a 6 foot by 3 foot by 4 foot enclosure, 4 foot tall that is, and that's simply because he's got around about 2 foot of substrate in the bottom, because again, these are a burrowing species, an absolutely amazing creature. The thing that I find fascinating about these is the amount of misinformation out there. I'm a big stickler on their correct diet and their well-being and stuff like that. So if you want to know more about that, I'll stick a video up in the card above just to speak mainly about their care, because it is extremely fascinating. He's just recently been fed, so that's why he's got a bit of a gut on him at the minute. He didn't have a lot, but we fed him and recorded it on our other channel, Savannah Monitor. I'll stick a link in the description if you want to go check that out. That's right, guys. He is called Hugo Bosque. Yeah, I know. He's absolutely amazing. Shall we move on to Millie? Inside this enclosure, we have got 2 female leopard geckos. We have got a blazing blizzard and a normal. The normal is Millie. The blazing blizzard is Donna. Donna is poking her head out just down there. Millie is just disturbed in the lay box. There's Millie. She's a normal. She's absolutely amazing. She's just coming out of the breeding season now, so she's a little bit skinny, so I'm well happy. We're going to check the egg box. This will be the last time we check the egg box this season. If there's an egg in there, then they haven't finished the season. She's absolutely stunning. You going to go in, girl? Come on. She doesn't want to go in. She's amazing, absolutely stunning. So while we're here, drop some food in for them. Looks like the season's not quite over for these guys yet, because we've just got 2 more eggs. What we'll do, we'll just set them up then. We'll stick some hatch right, stick them in the hatch right, and then, yep, you guessed it. Let's just quickly run them over to the incubator, and I'll run you through that. Our incubator, open it up. We'll drop these ones further back there, but as you can tell, got a couple of nice big eggs due to hatch at any time. Load more in there due to hatch. Couple more up there, so if you want to see the progression of them, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Back in the reptile room, let's check out some other stuff that we've got, because we've got an awful lot of little bits and bobs here, so we'll run through these all right now. In this tub right here, we have got some stick insects. Not many. Let's see if we can find one. There's one at the back corner just there, but yeah, absolutely amazing. They're just Indian stick insects, but they're absolutely fascinating. I love stick insects. We've got in these tubs here a couple of tubs of jewel beetle grubs, so hopefully they'll turn into jewel beetles soon, and we can just let them go and just see what they do in the reptile room. I love this one. This is just a tiny little colony of tropical orange isopods. Now we breed these guys and they live inside Hugo's enclosure, because Hugo's enclosure is fully bioactive. Let's have a look under the wood. A few more down there. Loads and loads of springtails kicking around in this colony. But whoa, absolutely amazing. I absolutely love them. They're fascinating as anything. Tarantulas next. Now in this enclosure we have got a unsexed Brachypalma albipilosum. But it's basically the curly hair tarantula. There's a fresh molt in there. You can see it over that back corner. So hopefully I'll be able to sex him right now. Let's go and have a look, shall we? There we go. You can see his legs just there. And the molt just over that back corner. Let's see if we can get the molt. I don't want to scare him because... Oh, there we go. Molt's out. Let's go. There's the molt. It's only a small molt, but I'm still going to try anyway. Now, I'm no expert at doing this. There's the carapace. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm no expert. Check those. I'll see if I can get a better focus. Whoa, check those fangs. The abdomen was just too far gone, too crumpled and everything on that. It's a little bit small. I've kept it so I can microscope it and just have a look and see what's what with it. But let's move on. We have got another Brachypalma albipilosum in this tub. It's exactly the same size. It's just that is a microscopically sexed female. So I'm well chuffed with that one. It's beautiful, but she's looking great. Up here we have got a ghost mantis. Shall we try and feed it? So she's in there. She's around about there. You can see her on the back. Now I'm going to feed her a waxworm moth. Let's give it a go. She loves these. Absolutely annihilates these. We'll see if she'll take it, shall we? Oof! Smashed it straight away. How awesome was that? She's absolutely amazing. That's our ghost mantis. Shall we move on to some millipedes? So this is one of our rack systems. We have got in here just a fully bioactive. It's got tropical orange isopods, springtails, tropical greys. We have got 2 chocolate millipedes. We got them from MAS Exotics. We've also got a giant black one in there somewhere. It's probably burrowed under doing something or other. I keep thinking it's called Agilius, but I haven't got a clue. It's somewhere in there doing something or other, probably doing a dance with no pants, knowing him. But that is the rack system with the millipedes. The next drawer down in our rack is simply just a tropical grey isopod colony, a huge colony because we use them all the time. It's so hard to put isopods in with Hugo's bioactive enclosure because he just runs around digging them up and eating them. So we have as many as possible and we get them in when he's out and just stuff like that, and that works perfectly for us. If you've watched this far, make sure you do take a funny screenshot of this whole video somewhere, stick it on your social media and tag me in it, either at Northern Exotics UK or our actual Northern Exotics Facebook page. I'd love to see what you guys come up with. That whole rack system just there is all heated on one side. This side of the rack, all the way down, it's got a heat mat underneath every single one. Thermostatically controlled, because that bottom one has got a male breeder leopard gecko in it. But in this video at this time, we're checking out the millipedes. In here, we have got 14 breeder bumblebee millipedes. They're all burrowed underneath and stuff like that, so I can't really get them out to show you, but there's breeder bumblebee millipedes in there. In this one just here, we have got giant African millipedes. I don't know what the proper name is for them, that's just what it come with. And there's normally 1 or 2 kicking around on the surface for us to check out, but oh, there we go. Boom, there's a couple just there. Check that out. There's one, there's another. Absolutely stunning creatures, absolutely fascinating. It's Popcorn's turn to get on camera now.
like a Hellcat.
Just there, guys, that is Popcorn. He's our 3-year-old male kahl sunglow boa constrictor. I'm absolutely in love with him. He's by far the best snake we've got in the collection from my personal standpoint of view. For some reason, he absolutely loves to hide in that back corner behind him. I don't know why. His temperatures and everything are all perfectly fine. He's got enough hides, he's got enough hotspot areas and whatever, but he absolutely loves it there. As you can tell, he's dead curious all the time. Such amazing colours on that animal. And that's his enclosure there. It's 6 foot wide, 3 foot tall, 3 foot deep, and that is directly on top of Popcorn's Hugo's enclosure down there. He absolutely loves it. There's plenty of places to climb around. He's more nocturnal. He goes for a proper wander around and climbing and everything like that through the night. He absolutely loves it. Shall we move on to something else? We've got more sticking sets up there. Here she is, the baby leopard gecko. It is a she, or temperature sex determinated anyway. Check it out. There she is, popping out to say hi. She looks like she's going into shed, so I don't want to disturb her too much. I've moistened up underneath the hide so she can go in there if she wants to, but she needs a good old clean out, to be fair. But she loves hiding. I've folded up the roll at the back there, the newspaper roll, and she absolutely loves hiding. Check out the colours on that. She, like I say, she's a bit opaque because she's going into shed, but she is absolutely stunning. She's one of the ones that we bred ourselves. You saw Millie earlier? Well, Millie is her mother. Now that enclosure, that one just there, how amazing is that? Looks absolutely stunning. Inside there somewhere is our Poecilotheria regalis. The one that a good friend of mine, Callum, actually gifted to us. Now, see that plant just there? There's a big burrow been made underneath it. Now, I'm confused. It's a broken Pokie. Pokies are supposed to be arboreal. This one's actually burrowed and it's hidden out underneath the plant. Let me show you. Just down there, you can't see anything, but underneath that plant there, webbed up, and she's right underneath. Now, that is a silly broken Pokie. Let's go for the scorpion. All the way down there, I just threw in. There you go, you can see the claw. I've just threw in a super worm, a Morio worm, and she's never out and about. She's always hiding around underneath there, but you can see the claw on the super worm. You can see some stuff moving around. That's possibly the only and the best footage I'm ever going to get of her. Let's see if I can lower the camera so you can have a better look. Don't know if I can, but you never know. Oh, that's a little bit better for you. In there is a giant Vietnamese forest scorpion. Some might say it's from the locos and stuff like that, but that is absolutely stunning. And to be fair, we have never ever seen it. We put the hide in, we made it a bit bioactive for the full enclosure. Let's show you the enclosure. There you go. Lovely bioactive setup, and we've never seen her. She hides. She went underneath that corkbark and then burrowed even deeper underneath there, which was fascinating to watch the process happen. But it must be comfortable for her because she's still under there. How amazing is that? Back over to the rack, and we have got our male leopard gecko breed. You can see his head just poking out the hide there. Let's see if he'll have a little nibble to eat. See if we'll get him. Boof! There we go. Now in here, it's just tried to add a little bit of enrichment, a little bit of different just different textures, something for him to mentally challenge him. We've added some fake stupid plants in there. He's still got his moist hide, his cold hide, his hot hide, his water dish, his food dish. He's on paper towel simply because he's a male breeder, so we don't want any substrate going into his hemipenes when he pulls his hemipenes back in. But he's got obviously his moist hide, his cold hide just down there. Now down there we've obviously put a load of dry leaf litter because it's a different texture on his feet and stuff like that. All these plants, now he loves that one just there because he hides underneath it, round the back of it, on top of it. That's his hot side, so he absolutely loves that. Every time I put the hot hide back in the back corner, he moves it to there, so that must be his comfortable spot for some reason or other. But yeah, that is our male leopard gecko breeder. He is just a normal morph, which is, I love the normals. Everything normal is absolutely amazing. That's how it comes out the wild, and it's just stunning. He's got a bulb tail, which happened way before I actually got him, but he's got such a crashy little personality. Look at him. I've shown you loads about the rack, but this is actually on top of the rack. I have to be careful. This is our Scolopendra black flame. His enclosure anyway, his bioactive enclosure. You can possibly see a bit of him. There you go. Down the back corner you can see his little things hanging out. Let's see if I can get a higher view for you. There you go. There he is. Scolopendra black flame, giant Vietnamese centipede. I think it's Vietnamese anyway. I don't know why I like the Vietnam stuff, but fully bioactive enclosure. He absolutely loves it, and I love him. I've had him for over a year now, and I absolutely love him. Is it Diego's time yet? Let's go and have a look at Diego. This is Diego. He's our bearded dragon anyway. He's absolutely amazing. He's the first reptile that we ever owned. He's got such a character, just look at that. But this is his enclosure, obviously, full custom background. I've done all that myself, full UVB setup, heat bulb setup, thermostatically controlled. Absolutely, I love this enclosure. And there he is, in this absolutely stunning little setup, obviously set up for enrichment. We have got baby boa constrictor, salmon boa constrictor. There he is, all coiled up over there. For some reason he's all there and not actually in the hide, but he must like it there. But while we're on snakes, shall we go down there and check out Charlie?
Running like a hell.
Charlie there, he's our super pastel yellow belly royal python. He's a yearling, nothing special. He's in a 3-foot enclosure. He's got a couple of hides kicking around, and he hides an awful lot of the time over that back corner coiled up, which is unusual because that's his cold side, that's his hot side. His hot sides are all the correct temperatures. Maybe it's just got a bit more humidity over there with that large water ball being there. I have no idea. But he has this little tiny half bark thing. He can't fit underneath it, but he tries to, and he absolutely loves it under there. Literally, that is how he sits all the time. He loves it. He just pushes his way under and folds out like that. I have no idea why, but we've had him since he was a hatchling. Only a few days out of the egg. He was an unwanted egg, apparently. Classed as the runt of the litter, but we've got him. He's been perfectly fine. He has never missed a meal. So is the runt of the litter a bad thing? He's not a typical raw python, or bull python as you Americans call it, but he works perfectly fine. He does everything he should, and he does it better than what most do. Within all our reptile hobby, we have got an absolutely amazing amount of live food breeding and stuff like that. So I'll quickly run you through. Over there, that's all our mealworm breeding stuff. Just there is our superworm breeding. And as messy as possible, just there is our dubia roaches. We have got the Brachypalma hamori. Absolutely stunning animal. Mexican red knee, I think the common name for this one is. This was gifted to my partner's son, Kieran, by the absolutely amazing Peter Webster, and we've given him a 3-foot enclosure, fully bioactive. We're going to add some plants. So if you guys want to know more about the breeding live food, I'll stick a card just up here, or I think it's going to be just here, I don't know, and that'll take you through to a playlist where we show you absolutely everything you need to know about breeding superworms, dubia roaches. There's a couple of old videos about the mealworms as well, so go and check that out if you want to learn more. So guys, at this moment in time, that is all of our animals in one video. Now obviously we've got the eggs to hatch, they'll be coming out soon. We've got a few other little bits and bobs projects wise, but that is all of our animals. Now we're not collecting any animals anymore. We're going more on the enrichment side of things. So keep an eye out for Hugo the Savannah monitor, because he's our next big contender. He's going to have a huge enclosure, fully bioactive with plants and everything. It's just a hard thing trying to find the plants that he won't destroy. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you want to see more videos, click one of them two just there. If you want to subscribe, click the black button down there. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.